Hello, my name is Sean Heasley with Avaya Messaging Support. This video is about creating a simple voice menu that will replace the default main greeting when users call into the Avaya IX Messaging Unified Communication System. The first step is to work closely with the customer to design all aspects of the voice menus, the exact prompting, identification of the voice talent, each option on all menus and submenus, and even the settings of these options like retry counts and timeouts. After the initial testing of all options, we will have the customer test each of these options before we cut it into production. Here is our voice menu design. We will state the company name and thank the caller for calling, prompt the caller that they can enter an extension to transfer to. We'll state the business hours. We'll also give options for transferring to sales and support. It's always a good idea to give the caller an option to zero out to reach a live operator, and then we'll have an option to repeat these choices. Our voice menu will have an after hours submenu, and here we will have slightly different options and prompting. We will still state the company name and thank them for calling, and we will notify them that they have called in after normal business hours. They will not be prompted that they can transfer to an extension, but this will still work. Instead of prompting to transfer to sales and service, we will have the prompt to leave a message and also the option to repeat the choices. So here are the two prompts that we will be recording, one for during business hours and one for after. It's usually a good idea to get this text to the voice talent a couple days before they're ready to record so that they can go over it a few times. Today's voice menu is very simple and will only use a few of the available options. For complete detailed information on voice menus, refer to Chapter 9 of the IX Messaging Server Configuration Guide. This is the documentation that you'll want to review with the customer to design the voice menus. As we build the voice menu, we will have it enabled on a single mailbox so that we can test it throughout the creation process. After we've tested all options on all menus, we'll have the customer test and sign off before we put it into production. At this point, it's a good idea to archive both paper and electronic copies. This is our 10.7 lab system, and when we call into it, we get the main default greeting.
Thanks for calling our Unified Communications System. Please dial the extension of the person you want to speak with. For the company directory, press star, or for assistance, stay on the line.
So we're going to build a voice menu to replace this prompt. And we use the UC admin tool to do that. The voice menus are under this company level. And right now there are no voice menus created. So we're going to right click, select new voice menu. So this is the voice menu interface. We're going to give the voice menu a name. We want to keep extension dialing enabled. This allows the callers to freeform the extension number that they want to transfer to if they know it. We don't have the company salutations yet, but we will record those. We're going to record salutation 1000, 1001, and 1002. When we do that, they will show up in this list. So the first option will be for business hours. So this will be sent to a submenu. And we haven't created this submenu yet, so we're going to name it, but not fill in the submenu. The next option, 2 for sales, 3 for service. These will be sent to phone number. And phone number for sales is 7904. Service is 7905. And we want to send to operator on option 0. Now, if they don't click anything after 3 retries, let's make the timeout 4 seconds. We will send them. No, we won't put a default. Let's put a default disconnect. Maybe they don't have a touch tone phone or something. Okay, so that's our day menu. Now we're going to create a sub menu. Let's do the business hours sub menu. And here we're just going to play a prompt, which will be the business hours. And then we will send them back to, let's send back to voice menu, and we'll select our main voice. Let's save it first. For this, we're going to set the number of retries to 0. So it'll just play the salutation that we record, and then it'll do the default action and replay the main menu. So let's save this. Guess we'll put in 1 retry. And then we're going to add a submenu for after hours. Instead of send to phone numbers, we're going to use send to voicemail for option 2. And for option 3, we're going to do send to operator. I'll have to look up what the operator mailbox is. Oh, 7716. Let's see, 1 will still be business hours. And for the default, let's disconnect. and save.
Now let's record our voice menu prompts. For detailed information on this, refer to Chapter 23 of the Server Configuration Guide, but here is the overview of what we will do. I have highlighted all of the key presses in yellow.
Please enter your password. Please enter the supervisor password. Supervisor main menu. To configure mailboxes, press 1. Configure feature groups, press 2. System prompts, press 4. Company maintenance, press 5. Return to the automated attendant, press 0. Or to disconnect, press pound. For system prompts, press 1. For the company salutation, press 2. Please enter the 2-digit company number. Please enter the 4-digit system salutation to work with. Begin speaking at the tone. When you're finished, press pound.
Thank you for calling ABC Company. If you know your party's 4-digit extension, you may enter it now. To hear our hours of operation, press 1. For sales, press 2. For service, press 3, or press 0 to be connected to our receptionist. To repeat these choices, press 9. Thank you for calling ABC Company. If you know your party's 4-digit extension, you may enter it now. To accept, press 1. Review, press 2. Salutation accepted. Please enter the 4-digit system salutation to work with. Begin speaking at the tone. When you're finished, press pound. Thank you for calling ABC Company. You have reached us after our normal business hours, which is 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. To leave a message for our sales department, press 2. To leave a message for service, press 3, or press 0 to leave a message in our general mailbox. To repeat these choices, press 9. Thank you for calling ABC Company. You have reached us after our normal business. To accept, press 1. Review, press 2. Record salutation accepted. Please enter the 4-digit system salutation to work with. Begin speaking at the tone. When you're finished, press pound. Our business hours are 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday, closed on weekends and holidays. Our business hours.
To accept, press 1. Review, press 2. Salutation accepted. Please enter the 4-digit system salutation to work with. For system prompts, press 1. Supervisor main menu. Thanks for calling. Goodbye.
Now that we have our salutations recorded, we can assign them. On level 1, we want to assign salutation 1000, and on level 2, the business hours, that was 1002, and then after hours was 1001. Now to test this, let's assign this voice menu to a mailbox. On the Advanced tab, we can enable voice menu and select the voice menu and save. Now when we call into this extension, it will play the voice menu.
Thank you for calling ABC Company. If you know your party's 4-digit...
So after testing each option with the voice menu configured on a mailbox, the next step would be to make a routing table entry so that we can schedule the different parts of the menu. So we would add 7702 as the calling ID, select the menu, and then the trickiest part is this button here is the scheduler. So we could have we would set up a schedule, daytime. It's important to set the reoccurrence, and also the voice menu down here, And so we would set one schedule up for during the day, and then another schedule for the after hours, where we would select the second submenu, the after hours submenu. So thank you for your time today. We welcome your comments, questions, and feedback at mentor@avaya.com or on Twitter @AvayaMentor. For more details or related information, please visit support.avaya.com. Thank you for choosing Avaya.